Hey everyone, welcome to the Digital Intervention channel. Today we'll be doing a digital intervention on YouTube, really taking a close look on how you can use it better, how to search on it, how to file your videos and things like that. It's very underrated in that sense, and I think you'll get some great usage out of it. So stick around for a digital intervention YouTube and find out some cool things that you can do with the platform. I spoke quite a bit on the first video about YouTube, and the reason for that is that it's a great platform. I love YouTube just because it's a great educational tool. Again, if you do a search, you're not just getting back text, you're getting back video. It's a how-to type of platform. So Google launched YouTube back in 2006 as a platform where you could share videos, like them, comment on them, and subscribe to channels. And that's where we are here today. And the videos can be accessed on all different platforms. So whether it's your Apple laptop or your PC or your phone, your tablet, they all have a very consistent look and feel, so that it's been consistent throughout the years. Of course, it's evolved, but that's one of the things we want to take a look at, and we're going to take a peek at the functionality of the actual player, and then let's see what it looks like on different platforms. So let's take a look at the YouTube user interface. So when we talk about user interface, it's what you see on the screen. So this is what they would call the player. This is a piece of it. There would be some videos on the right side. There may be your playlist on the left, but this would be the main component. This is where you can do your search from up top here. This is where, if we start going down the left here, this is what they call the scrub bar. This is just like the term from the 1970s, maybe even earlier. But you can scrub that bar and go to exactly the spot you want to in a video, so you can kind of skip ahead in that sense or go back. And then you have the play button like you normally would, like on a VCR, right? But you have your play button, you have a forward. Now the forward doesn't take you like 10 seconds, 15 seconds forward. It actually goes to the next video. And that's why you would use the scrub bar to do something different, to just skip ahead and within that video. Then of course, clicking and rolling over here, you would see the sound bar, and you can adjust the sound within the YouTube player. And then there's like a time element here. It's a little tough to see, but it tells you where you are in the video and how long the video is. Down below the player itself, you would see video. If you scrolled up, you would see comments where you can add your comments. Here's the subscribe button. So all the YouTubers, everybody will ask you to subscribe to their channel and of course like it. So as we would too. But this is where you would press those buttons in order to do so. And then if we keep going, there's a share button. When you click on the share, you get a variety of different choices to make. You can either download the video, and you can do that in different formats. You can actually share it to another social media platform. So there's a couple different things. You can send it in an email. So quite a few different things. And then there's just a simple download button here. It makes it kind of easy. You can download the video. And then here's the save button that we talked about with playlists, and we'll show a little bit more detail how that works. But by clicking on that, you would get a pop-up that shows you if you have playlists already saved, it'll show you the list of playlists. There's always a watch later. You'll always see a watch later playlist. It's kind of the easy place to just put everything to watch it later. But of course, after time, that builds up. And if you don't delete them, you've got 300 videos in there. But it's a nice catch-all just to be able to put them in there. And then the last bit of settings here, CC, closed captions. Settings here, if you click on that, allows you to view the video itself in different resolutions, so you can kind of play around with that. These two here, one is a mini screen, so within your laptop screen, your PC screen, or your mobile, it'll just make it smaller or make it bigger. So it just gives you a place to be able to do other things on that computer or phone and still have the video running. And then if you play, hit this button, that's the theater mode, and that blows out the video and takes over the entire phone or computer or laptop or tablet and just fills the screen. And then you would hit it again and it goes back. And then this other button here, this is kind of a universal icon, if you will, for casting to a TV. So that's for another topic, another video. But basically, by clicking that, you would get a pop-up, and if you have that casting ability in your house that's hooked up to your TV or another device that is able to do that, you could watch this video on that TV, basically. So we'll do a video on that as well, because that takes a whole nother explanation. But it's a great function to be able to do that and cast a TV. We do that with Netflix and YouTube video, whatever it is, and just put it up on the TV and watch it. And then the last is full screen. As you can imagine, the full screen again takes over. The difference between full screen and theater mode is that theater mode doesn't give you any of the controls, but the full screen fills the screen, but also gives you the controls on the bottom to stop, play, pause, all those types of things. And that's it. So we will wrap up this slide. We'll go into some other details of how the user interface looks across mobile, PC, and the TV as well. And we'll talk about that now. Okay, so I wanted to go through a couple descriptions of what the YouTube will look like inside of a browser on a couple different devices. So if you bring it up on a browser like Chrome, Safari, Bing, any of those, and that could be on a Mac, could be on a PC, could be on your tablet, but if it's in the browser, it's going to look like this. It's going to give you, a lot of different videos that you can choose from. You would, scroll through this. You'll see, an endless amount of videos. You could search through and find a video you're looking for. On the left-hand side, you can see that there's different, buttons that you can pick. There's history. There's videos that you may have already watched that you can go back and look. There's the watch later that we talked about as far as being able to do that. And then, of course, if you did any subscriptions, like subscribing to this channel, that would come up in the lower left there. But there is a navigation that you'd be able to look at and go through that way. If you simply wanted to, click on the puppy dog, the video will then pop up. You'll be able to see it. It will take, pretty much the full screen, and it will look like the player that we just, went through and saw. So once you make a choice, and then you can go from here. You can actually click through and go to different videos, or you can simply, click that video away and go back to what we originally had, where you can just scroll through a lot of different videos. So that's what it looks like on the browser version. So we want to take a look at mobile. So mobile's a little bit different because you're using a very specific app. You're using the YouTube app. You could go on, a browser and look at it that way. But the app definitely adds a lot more and is a cleaner, look for the videos. So, on the left, you can see that you would, see the video. You would, again, see that description. This is another video here, this content strategy. So same thing, you would just simply scroll through with your fingers. Tap, go through, you can like, share, you can click on these little arrows, and then you'll see it drop down. It'll give some other descriptions and comments and things like that. So you could simply watch it this way, just holding your phone like this and simply watching it that way. You can turn it horizontal, and then it will flip. If it doesn't flip, some phones aren't set up that way. You can click this little marker, which I don't know, it's the universal icon for make it go horizontal. But basically, it would fill the phone and the screen, and you'd be able to watch the video that way. You would see if you tap on it, you'll see all your controls that we've seen in the player and the other section. So you'll be able to navigate from there as well. And if you just click one more time, you click that away, then it'll just show the video. You won't see anything else, and then it just gives you a nice, view of whatever your video you're watching, or movie, or music, whatever it might be. So that's what it looks like on those different, different platforms, whether it's a browser or on the mobile device. So this is YouTube on TV. So this is something that's it's been around for a few years, but it's just starting now to become popular. So there are different Amazon, if you have the Fire Stick, if you have the Google TV, different things like that, you're able to navigate to YouTube through your TV. So I talked previously about casting a video onto your TV. This is a little bit different. Most of the manufacturers for TVs are actually building in YouTube TV, the application, into the TV. So you're simply bringing up a version of YouTube on your TV, and you navigate it with your. You can actually do some voice navigation, or you can navigate it with the remote control that they give you, and go side to side, go down, choose your video, click on the video. We get to see the cute puppy again. The navigation's just a little bit different. It doesn't have quite as much as you would on an application on the phone or even in the browser, but it's pretty cool, and it gets you right to the information. And the ones that have voice control, you can just simply say, I want to watch so-and-so, and it just, it brings up that video 9 times out of 10, the one that you wanted. But either way, you can, scroll through, look at the ones that you want. And it does have the functionality that you can do on some of the apps, but it's a little bit more hidden. You have to click different things. But if all you want to do is just get on there, just look at the videos, and you have it on your TV, I would suggest you try it, play around with it. The one thing I'll always tell everybody is, look, don't be afraid to click on things. You're not going to break everything. That's the way that we all learn. That's the way that I learned. So enjoy, have fun, and enjoy YouTube on those different platforms. So let's dive into some other aspects of YouTube. One of the things that people forget about YouTube is that it's a search engine. In fact, it's the second largest search engine out there that people do use, right next to Google's original search engine that, we type into the little bar and ask questions. But the difference here again, and always has been, that the video format offers a little bit more insight. So from a YouTube platform sense, it's become a how-to search. So people are always, looking to see how to do this, how to do that. And then because that video adds that extra quality, that's what makes it extra special and something that's, worth your while. For instance, if the difference could be if you're looking, how to, fix a faucet, right? Fixing that faucet, you can see and follow the directions, but seeing how the person is doing it, how many times they're screwing something around or using a wrench, what type of wrench, all those factors really help describe the situation and really kind of encapsulate everything, how to pull it together and get it done. So one of the next great things about YouTube as well is that, you're looking at all these videos, you want to go back to them and refer to them. So how do you do that? So, YouTube allows you to create playlists. And we want to show you how to do that. We'll do that in the next section here. But being able to create your own playlists or just put it into a very quick, what they call watch later folder, if you will. And that's really essentially what the playlists are. They're a folder per se. And so it just labels it, and then you're able to go back and find it, and you can create your own playlists. And again, because all the information from Google is put up into the cloud, and we'll have a video on that as well. It's accessible by any, laptop, PC, your phone, tablet, everything. So, and again, it looks kind of the same, so it's very easy to access, and having that same look, interface, all of that, again, makes the platform very easy to use. Take a look at how to create lists on your YouTube platform. All right, so the last thing that we want to review was making a playlist on YouTube. This is a valuable asset. As you watch all these videos, there are ones that you're going to want to save so you can watch later. It could be your favorite music, your favorite bands, your favorite how-to, your favorite digital intervention person. But this is a way to kind of file it and be able to access it on any device. Again, because this is all in the cloud, you're able to access anything on YouTube, all the files, all the videos, all the lists that you make, whether it's on your phone or on a browser, a different laptop, a different country. As long as you're signed in and you're logged in, it's going to bring up all your information. So this is the way you do it. So here's the player that we normally see. This is what it would look like, and then by just going down to the save button down here, that's the first thing you want to do. We showed that before. You click on the save, and then you're going to get a pop-up right here. And if you don't have any playlists created yet, then you're going to see watch later, and you're going to see create new playlist. I've already put in 2 how-to videos in my faves, just as examples. But watch later is kind of the one that YouTube puts it in there. It's for everybody, and it's your videos, but you basically can click that just for a quick. I don't know where to put it, and I just put it in the watch later, and I can go and file it later. But if you want to take the time when you're doing that, you can create a new playlist. Obviously, it'll bring up a box that you can name it. Put it in there, and you can actually save it to multiple playlists. So you could put it in watch later and put it in another one, and can always go back and delete it and take it out of them, move them around. So there's a lot you can do with those playlists, and use them as a reference to go back and look at again. So enjoy that feature. That's the end of our video. Thanks for joining us today, and look forward to our next digital intervention. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That's what keeps our channel going. And we'll see you then. Thanks.